I'm Kamran Fallahpour. I'm a New York-based Iranian-American artist. My work is often inspired by my interest in forms, art forms, especially visual arts, and how they can actually shift our perception of ourselves, the world, and how we interact with the world. We're often so conditioned to see the world through a particular lens, and to me, both doing the art and also experiencing an art form is about shifting that perception and shifting that state of consciousness. I also work as a neuroscientist, so some of my work in neuroscience and human perception, consciousness, attention, all these aspects of what makes us human somehow tacitly informs my process and my work. Also, my work for me is a kind of meditation on its own, and I use it really to get into these states where I forget time, space, and just get into a flow with the work and being totally absorbed in it. This particular piece, The Infinite Gaze, is one of my favorite pieces. Like many other pieces that I start, I don't always conceive of an idea and allow the medium, sometimes plaster, sometimes clay, to actually manifest itself in the moment as I'm working on the piece to kind of come up with a particular form. This particular Infinite Gaze piece happened when I was working on a block of clay, and as I was really cutting the clay with the wire, it just happened that very easily the form emerged from it without really thinking about it. And of course, I kind of worked on it more later on, but the inception of it was pretty much in the moment. And I like that process in general in producing art, although I have some pieces where I might plan it and actually have a drawing, but a majority of the time I actually start the piece and allow the texture and the process and the moment to inspire certain direction, and then I keep working at that. I'm also fascinated by the idea that how form and formation can actually impact us as human beings and shift our state of mind, whether it's a piece of sculpture, painting, or architecture. Design in general, these forms and formations impact us and have a particular impact on our brain, our physiology, and our consciousness. And to me, that's quite fascinating. The Infinite Gaze, both the title and also the piece itself, represents somehow the human capacity, our capacity to really self-reflect and have ideas about the world, ourselves, and that process of, again, self-reflection and being able to gaze at that infinite possibility of whatever the world might bring.